So one topic I wanted to talk to you guys about and really compelled me to make this video was about the idea of slow living and minimalism and country living. And these things I've noticed are really combined on YouTube. So I'm really trying to push back and show you that that's not the only way that it needs to be. Because I've been doing some research on the topic of slow living, just trying to figure out what to title my own vlogs. Now the algorithm thinks that I'm obsessed with this topic, and I guess fair enough, I kind of am if I'm researching it, but it keeps showing me all these slow living country vlogs, and I understand that that's very appealing. And it also is showing me this whole other genre of slow living plus minimalism vlogs. And I just don't think you need those elements. They're nice. That's a way that you can practice slow living, but it's not the only way. I really think that this is a construct, a practice that you can do anywhere. I live in a very busy city. I don't know how many people live here. Killian, how many millions in Toronto? Okay, 3 million, maybe even more. Okay, 2.6 million. I've been corrected off screen. You can still do it. Now, it helps that I live in a house. It helps that I have a garden. These are things that help, but I don't think that they're essential. I would totally understand if you live somewhere very noisy and aggravating. It makes it much harder, but I would hate for someone likewise to think that they can't do it because they live in an environment like that. There's definitely things you still can do that will help. Look at the rain coming down now. Okay. You know what? This makes me feel better about my decision not to go out and sketch outdoors, obviously, because this would not be ideal. Well, there you go, right? Sometimes you think you're making a bad decision, but you're actually making a good decision. I do not like getting wet, so glad to be warm and dry inside. And it's only getting heavier. I certainly don't want to make it sound like I'm some sort of slow living absolute expert, because I'm not. I kind of came upon it accidentally, and it kind of is a label that found me rather than one I ever actively searched for. But I think the number one thing, if somebody asked me for tips on doing it, would be to find something you can do with your hands, and that will really slow you down, because I don't think being a very online person and slow living go hand in hand. I think that they don't. I think that these ancient traditions, be it carpentry, be it embroidery. I'm saying carpentry because I'm trying to be more inclusive, as I know not everybody wants to sew and, color things in as I do, or, draw flowers, whatever the case may be. I think those are very rich old traditions, and their eyes together. I think that is actually really vital in slowing you down. I've said this before, but it's very hard to focus on embroidery, for example,